It is live. So then you just want to go through and say your name. So like, I'm Maddie Darnell.
And I'm Mary McElprang.
Oh,
that happens all the time.
You can go ahead.
Oh, I'm Mary McElprang.
I'm Catherine Bastida.
Okay, perfect. that way she can like take roll of who's here. Okay, and then so number 1 is just that if you completed the individual prep, just knock that one off.
Yeah.
And then number 2 is just if you actively participated in the week's group meeting. So obviously if you guys are here, you can say yes to that one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So like obviously we're gonna work together on this, but then like we'll each submit the group quiz, I guess is what that says. So anyone want to volunteer to read like the quiz questions? I don't mind. I just want to see if anybody actually wants to do it. Like, okay.
You can go ahead.
I could do it, or you could do it. It doesn't matter.
Either one. I do not mind at all.
I'll read it.
Okay.
Researchers would like to determine if reviewing material consistently within an hour after class helps students perform better on exams than if students wait to review material the day before the exam. To answer this question, the researchers are trying to determine if an observational study or an experiment would be more appropriate. They are discussing who the population would be and how they will determine which sampling method will best represent the population. Which of the 5 steps of the statistical process are the researchers currently applying?
It's hard when you don't have a physical book, I feel like, at least, because then you have to like look through all these different windows on your computer.
Yeah.
Let's see. Minimize this guy. Go over to my notes.
Wouldn't that be designing the study? Because
I feel like they're forming it. So wouldn't that be design the study? I have to look at the steps then.
Okay.
So there's design the study, collect the data, describe the data, make inferences, and take action. So I feel like that would be design the study because they're making the study.
Yeah, because they're trying to determine if an observational study or an experiment would be more appropriate. So they're trying to decide which kind of study they're going to do.
Yeah, so I feel like that would make sense to design it.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, do you want me to read the next one, or?
Yeah, whoever.
Okay. A researcher has collected the results of a survey where the participants were asked how many hours of TV they watch each day. The researcher tallies the frequencies for each category and computes mean number of hours watched. She then creates a histogram to help illustrate the overall distribution. Which of the 5 steps of the statistical process did the researcher apply?
So that to me is collect the data because they're not quite describing it. They're not making inferences. They're not really taking action.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
they're just making the graphs.
Yeah, they're just making the graphs. So that to me would be
collect the data.
I don't like when it goes like in order because I'm like, that's too easy.
Yeah.
My dog is licking my plate.
So cute. Do you want to read the next one?
Sure. Mumbai, India is a quickly growing city of importance in its own country as well as the global economy. A marketing research firm has been asked by a prominent fast food restaurant to help determine if the citizens of Mumbai would support this fast food business. From a list of all its registered taxpayers, 3,000 names are randomly selected. Each individual on the list is mailed a brief questionnaire. The researchers receive 1,049 responses. The population is...
Wouldn't that be the citizens of Mumbai?
I think it's who they're surveying. So it says 3,000 names are randomly selected.
Because I feel like the population isn't the number, or maybe it is. I don't know.
There was a weird question on here, and it was like subjects. So I feel like subjects and population are kind of the same.
Okay.
Maybe. And so like the subjects is who did the test apply to? So I think it would be 1,049. And we can take this quiz twice, and I think the questions are the same. So we can always fix what we missed.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So if we feel like we knew the answer or we were between two answers and they're pretty close, I don't think it tells us which ones are right necessarily, but it'll tell us like that we got one wrong.
Okay.
I think the 1,049 seems right.
But wait, no, because the population is the amount, because the next question is asking you about the sample. It's the same question.
Okay, then it's the citizens, and then the next one is the 1,049, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I think. Because I think the sample is the amount of people, and the population is what that people, the people are. Does that make sense?
Okay, so the population is the larger number. The sample is who responded.
The population meaning the 3,000 names? Or just the citizens?
Yeah, because the question is the same for question 5 and 6. And so the population, and so we have the two answers, which is 1,049 people, and we also have the citizens of Mumbai. So
yeah, I would say the sample is 1,049 because that's how they're going to get testing. So
and
I
then,
would say, 6 would be the first one, and then 5 would be the second.
Yeah. So the citizens would be the population, and then the number is the sample.
Yeah.
Okay.
I always feel like it's either that or it's going to be switched.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's that, though, because I just took MATH221, so I still remember statistics, and I think that's what it is. I hope
that's
so.
Nice.
Yeah.
I don't remember MATH221 whatsoever.
Not at all.
Well, good thing I do.
Yeah, I'm glad you do.
Yeah. So I'll just read the next one. Studies have shown that retention of classroom materials can drop as low as 58% within 15 minutes of class and within 44% after the first hour of class. This forgetting curve continues so that within the 6 days, only 25% is remembered. How can a student conquer this forgetting curve? The researchers in the study claim that constant view is important. Suppose your teacher wanted to test this and invited you to participate in a study where you were asked to review specific material 15 minutes after class for 10 minutes, an hour after class for 10 minutes, and then again 2 days after class for 10 minutes. Your teacher then gives you a short 10-question quiz where your score out of 10 is recorded. What type of data is your teacher collecting?
Quantitative?
Yeah. Because it's about
numbers. Well, categorical isn't that similar to qualitative?
They're similar, but they're not the same. Because the quantitative is like how much of something, and I think category, it kind of speaks for itself, like,
Oh yeah, like in its own.
Yeah, like there's categories, I guess. I don't know. I don't remember exactly. So I hope that's it.
That seems like it.
Okay.
I think it's the same thing. Basically, it's just in a different format. So I think it's basically asking you relatively the same thing.
Oh, studies. The teacher then asks you if you feel confident
that you've retained at least 50% of the material. Wouldn't that be categorical? Because she's not scoring you on like how many you get right. She's scoring you on how much you've retained. And you're scoring your response as yes, no, and not sure. She's not scoring how much like you got right, like how many answers you've gotten right.
Yeah, that makes sense. Kind of like a poll.
Yeah, so not necessarily like 6 out of 10. It's yes, no, or maybe.
Yeah. Okay, I feel like that one's categorical. Okay, this is the same question, but they're asking you. The teacher also selects a group to give no review to the material for 6 days. This group would be called. Because not the treatment group, because we're the treatment group.
Well, isn't it a control group? Because they're in a controlled situation.
I feel like that's what it is, because that's the one variable that you can. Yeah, I think it's the control.
It's either control group or I don't think it's hypothesis group.
I don't either, and I don't think it's population because that just doesn't make sense.
No, because you're not coming out of that big of a population.
Yeah. Okay.
Because it's like population group has to be out of so many people. It has to be over a certain number. And this seems like a really small amount of people.
Yeah. Okay. Which of the following would be considered an experimental design? A telephone poll asking people about whether or not they vaccinate their children, administering the tuberculosis vaccination to one group and giving placebo to other, a census, or a mailed survey asking people whether or not they received the tuberculosis vaccine. Experimental design. What was experimental design again?
Oh, I can tell you. Maybe I can tell you. That was like that was all of part 2. No, that was all of part 3 on the second one. Oh, dang it. I wish I would have pulled up that page. Hold on.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Hold on 1 sec. We should have pulled up that page. I always forget. It's always helpful to have that page up when you're doing
the homework.
Yeah, like
the prep,
like the textbook, the online textbook.
Oh.
Yeah, that's always a super helpful part to have open. Let's see, because then you can see like the actual definitions, and that's really helpful.
Yeah.
I thought I wrote this down, but apparently I did not. Individual prep. Listen to online textbook. Experimental. So observational study, researchers observe the responses of the individuals without controlling the conditions experienced by the individuals. So those commonly occur in business settings, so like a financial audit, things like that.
Oh, is that experimental design?
That's observational study.
Oh, okay.
So anything that you think would fit that is not going to be experimental. So anything that seems controlled is going to be experimental.
Yeah.
Anything that is controlled is experimental.
Yeah, anything that's not is going to be observational.
So the administering the tuberculosis vaccination to one group?
I feel like
they're controlling the group that they're giving it to.
Yeah, because you can't control a census because you can't control how people respond. A mailed survey is very uncontrolled, and a telephone poll is also uncontrolled. But administering, you can control.
Yeah, I think it's that one.
Yeah, I would agree.
Okay.
Well, best sample.
Okay. The best sample. Which of the following would be the best sample?
The third one, many randomly selected workers in each of several working districts.
Yeah, because then you get a wide range of everything.
Yeah, because if you do every 10th worker that you meet, you can't guarantee that it's not all gonna be female, it's not all gonna be males, and they're not all the same age. And all the workers in one working district means you're geographically narrowing yourself down. So
okay.
That seems like the best one.
You want to become the next Jonas Salk and produce a vaccine that will help cure children of respiratory virus, RSV. You test the vaccine and compare it to a placebo and randomly choose one group of children to take the vaccine and one group take the placebo. What or who are the experimental units or subjects?
I'd say the children, because the vaccine and the placebo, experimental units.
Experimental units. So that's something that is...
So the children are the subjects. So more than likely...
Wouldn't it be the vaccine and the placebo? Because anything experimental is something controlled.
Oh, it says sometimes subjects are called experimental units.
So then the children?
So yeah, that's difficult. It says in the Salk trials, the children who participated are the subjects.
Okay.
So no.
It says Jonas Salk enrolled hundreds of thousands of children in a second study. The participants in a study are commonly called subjects. Sometimes subjects are called experimental units.
Okay.
So I think it would be the children.
Okay.
Yeah. As odd as that seems, but yeah, I think so. Oh yeah, because it says what are the experimental
subjects.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, and then what are the treatments? Oh, okay, then that's the vaccine.
Then that's going to be the vaccine and the placebo.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
I think.
I think it makes sense, honestly, because there's no way that any of the other ones are treatments.
Yeah, because it says the treatment is the newer experimental condition that is imposed on the subjects. So yeah, it's going to be that.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. This one's so long. Okay. Okay. In 1992, the U.S. government supported a study that was run for 15 years where 4,608 low-income families were given a chance to move to less impoverished areas. They distributed vouchers and provided various support systems. The researchers wanted to determine if getting people out of poor neighborhoods would reduce the poverty level of the U.S. citizens. The low-income families were randomly assigned to one of the following three groups. 1, the MTO Low Poverty Voucher, LPV group, which received Section 8 certificates or vouchers usable only in low poverty areas with less than 10% of the population below the poverty line in 1990, along with counseling and assistance in finding a private unit to lease. Number 2, the traditional voucher group, which received regular Section 8 certificates or vouchers geographically unrestricted and ordinary briefings and assistance from the PHAs, local public housing authorities. Number 3, the control group, which received no certificates or vouchers but remained eligible for public or project-based housing and other social programs to which families would otherwise have been entitled. The study was an
observational experiment or neither. It doesn't really seem like an observational study.
No.
Because they're experiment, like they're controlling everything.
Yeah.
Also doesn't really seem like an experimental study either.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think that's what it is. An experiment.
Or an experimental.
I think it's experimental because you have so many groups going on and there's so much being controlled that it would be hard to only be observational. Or I don't know.
But it might also be neither. I had the hardest time finding the definition of experimental design.
It's just like, you know how she gave the key for the prep? On there she put researchers control the conditions under which measurements are made. That was it. For experimental.
Oh, it's because on the actual textbook, it's under designed experiments. It's So I guess it would be designed experiment then, because they're just controlling it all. It's not necessarily that. Oh, sorry, my dogs are fighting.
It's okay.
But yeah, so I guess it would just be experiment then.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because it fits the best under that one.
Yeah. Okay. And then the last one is the matching one.
Oh, that's not too bad.
No. So collect data would be one.
Is design the study.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's number 3.
And then describe the data, right? And then take action, and then make it.
Number 2 is collect the data. Number 3 is describe the data.
Wait, hold on. I'm so confused. So step 1 is number 3, and step 3 is number 4, right?
So step 1 is number 3. Step 3 is 4. 2 is 2. That's really weird, but yeah, step 2 is 2.
Step 4 is 5.
Step
No,
2.
Step 2 is not
Step
2.
2 is 1.
Yeah.
Step 2 is 1.
Yeah.
And then step 5 is 2.
Yeah, step 5 is 2.
Okay.
And that makes step 4 5.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
That makes better sense.
Okay.
Now we can see how we did.
Hopefully well.
Yeah. Submit.
We got a 94. There's one that we didn't get right.
I wonder which one it was. I saw this.
It shows you. It was the researcher has collected the results of a survey where participants were asked about the hours of TV, and then it asks which of the 5 steps the statistical process the researcher applied, and it's not collecting data.
And it has to be describing the data because it's not design the study. It's not making inferences because you're not.
Oh! It is describe the data because she's not collecting the data. She already collected it. She then made the histogram, which she already had the data.
Okay.
Okay, so if we want, we can take it over again.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that.
100%.
Message.
We did that fairly quickly.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad.
Good job, guys. Some of them get, well, if it's like the same class I took this like what, 6 months ago, and I didn't finish the class because I was taking like 8 classes at the time. I was taking all classes.
Yeah.
But if it's like that class, there's like some that get really long, like 30 questions.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it may not be the exact same class. It just okay.
How long would it take you to finish it?
I think the longest time we were in like an actual meeting was like an hour and a half.
It's a long time.
But that's
Where
only
do you guys live?
You guys are all together.
Okay, so which one was the wrong one? Was it number 3?
It was the researchers.
The one with the histogram.
And starting to plot like the histogram. Oh, they mixed them up. No, I hate when they do that.
You know what? It sounds kind of dumb, but I'm okay with the.
I'm okay with the one wrong too. I just hope do the thing where it's like you started a quiz, now everything's locked.
Yeah. I don't think so. I think you can just.
Oh no, it did. You must complete the following quizzes or alerts to be enabled.
Oh
no.
Yeah.
It's fine. It'll go away.
Okay, so we just
goes away.
Forget it.
Because it's due tonight anyways. It'll go away.
Yeah. Perfect. Okay.
Phenomenal. So we just need to talk about what days we want to meet. The reasons I wanted to meet on, what days did I say? Saturday and Wednesday, which I know doesn't give us a lot of time to do like prep work, was because my husband's only home for 3 days. And so the only days I get to see him are Mondays and through Wednesdays.
Okay.
So those are hard days to be in meetings.
No, that makes sense. Don't worry about it. We can meet.
My thing is, Saturdays I don't know.
Yeah, that's why I understand if they're 4 days to plan, but no one likes to meet on Sundays because those are rest days.
Yeah.
If we could do like Fridays, that's fine. Because I have a set schedule like Monday through Friday, but then Saturday.
Yeah, Fridays are fine for me too.
I don't know like when I work, so I don't want to like say that I'll be here or not.
Yeah. I just don't know if I'll be able to meet this Friday because I have a date.
Ooh. Sorry.
It's okay. My boyfriend and I were going on a double date with a friend. So
that's exciting.
Nice.
Yeah. So maybe I can do the prep work and I'll just like email you guys on Thursday and just let you guys know.
Yeah, that works. Or even like I can meet on Thursdays too.
Okay.
Yeah, Thursdays work for me. It's just like the Monday through Wednesday where I'm like,
okay.
Okay. So we'll do Wednesday. Oh, wait. When are we meeting? Sorry. backtrack. I don't know when we're meeting.
We can do
For the next one?
Even Wednesday and Friday. If we can do Wednesday and Friday. Oh, but I think one of them is due on Tuesday.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're due Tuesdays and Thursdays.
So if we could do Fridays
as long as we just get it done before that day.
I don't know if it'll be open then, though.
Yeah.
I
don't know.
When do the pages open?
We can do Tuesday and Thursday. It's not
okay. Tuesdays and Thursdays work really well with me.
Okay, and like this time worked really well for me. So like the 6:30 because I get home at 6. So
6:30 or 7:30?
Mountain Standard. 7:30 time. We'll do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I almost confused people. 7:30.
Mm-hmm. It's 9:30 over here.
Oh my
so
God.
I convert it. I'm like, I thought when I first started signing up, I was like, oh no, like what do I have to do? And then I was like, oh, I'm too different. Like 2 hours different. It doesn't matter.
Okay, yeah. And then I'm 7:30, so my time schedule
Works
is
for you.
Yeah. Perfect.
Okay, so we'll do Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7:30.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay. Works for me. Well, thanks guys. I'll get this posted.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Bye.
It doesn't hang up right now, but
So we just